Aston. I am the editor-in-chief of Cyber Express. We are a cybersecurity publication based out of US and India. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and about Visiontech?
Sure. Hi, guess. So my name is Aliasgar Dohadwala. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Visiontech Systems International. We are a 2003 established company in UAE, 20 years now, and the company is a premier system integrator. So we work with large enterprises, governments, semi-governments, public sector, and some key customers across the region. So we support on ICT, AV, ELB, security, software and application, and cloud across the region.
Can you tell me a little bit about the market landscape in MENA and how have you been, in the industry also?
So,
especially your position.
So we have grown from an SME mid-market large enterprises to large enterprises and public sector and across the region.
Okay.
So from here, the market reach is across GCC, Levant, and Africa.
Okay.
So we have customers who have eventually grown into these markets,
right.
And obviously the growth is based and along with technology. So when we started, we were doing specifically endpoint devices, servers, data center touch points, okay. But now it is all about data centers. It's all about NOC, SOC. It's all about building up an entire independent infrastructure for the group or the company itself.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, region-wise we have grown pretty well. We're still growing, and then the portfolio is getting bigger. So,
okay.
So if you see now, a lot of touch points have IP in it.
Okay.
So you're talking about customers who are specifically looking for a collaborative or a comprehensive endorsement when it comes to technology from the endpoint to the customer experience.
Okay. So, one thing to add, like, was cybersecurity a part of your portfolio from the beginning, or was that one of the gradual things that happened?
Always. I mean, without security, okay, technology does not go along, right? So you're talking about when we started selling a simple product like an endpoint, which is antivirus. Then we started with anti-spam. Then we started with web and application filter, right? And firewall. And now eventually everything has started moving on managed services and security itself.
Right.
So you're talking about virtual CISOs. You're talking about virtual services in terms of providing security as a consultancy, security as a solution, audits, and so on and so forth. So Visiontech itself is an ISO 9001, ISO 27001 certified company.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so I think you have established the fact that cybersecurity by design is one of the philosophy that you believe. How evolved is the Middle East market on that front?
Still getting mature. The gap is that the customers are now moved into a direction where they are starting to have their own data centers, have their own data center managed facilities, have started moving into multi-cloud facilities where they've started trusting public cloud, which was not something before. So if you see, Microsoft is investing, AWS is investing, Google is investing in data centers and cloud, and obviously they're building the component of security along with it, right? Because before, when you talk about managed services cloud, it was not for governments, it was not for public sector, it was not a federal decision. But now even the governments have started trusting those bodies, but obviously they are working on bringing it in their country. They're working on bringing it in their country. Okay. So basically, what happens is eventually they will start having their own managed SOCs, right? They will have their own managed cybersecurity services in-house, audits in-house. So yeah, it's going to take some more time, but it's getting mature.
Okay. So, how much of a public-private partnership in cybersecurity is something that you have witnessed, especially in the MENA region?
We've started delivering.
Okay.
So private is something that we already deliver. Right. We've delivered 2 SOCs this year, independent for government bodies. Okay. But now they have started trusting us with brands like Microsoft, Sophos, Fortinet, who have their own public clouds also, who are also developing their own public clouds in the region, in the country. Because this is the new law. I mean, you have to comply with it where the country does not want the data to go out. So yeah, they're moving in that direction. Already services like VAPT, SIM and SOAR have started going left, right, center, because these are compliances that they have to have if they're building their own data centers and managed service platforms. And eventually, I'm sure that they will be signing a major contracts with likewise brands, okay, and have their own public clouds delivering these services to other smaller government departments and entities. So they're moving in that direction. We're seeing a surge in the revenue. We're seeing a surge in adoption of this technology and this as a norm, right? So UAE also has its own certification body, which specifically goes and does certifications in the security area, right? So we're just waiting for more clarity on that, but it is coming.
So basically, the entire regulation and framework in UAE has been working.
Yes.
What is established.
Yes.
Great. And lastly, can you maybe tell me about your future plans and what is their future?
So Visiontech, we are a 150 people company, and what we have done is we have started moving from the traditional infrastructure, conventional technology business to more of a managed services, more of a managed security, more of a managed cloud platform service provider.
Right.
So the team is building around it. We are focusing more on technical speak rather than the sales pitch. It's not about selling a service to a product, it's about, to a customer. It's about talking about the customer's pain points and then converting that into an opportunity. So it's growing. For us, it's a good growth. We have started building up remote business centers. So we have offices in Mumbai, Jaipur coming up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we have team growing back there because the customers have started trusting the online platforms and remote services. Secure environment, giving better services is much faster, much quicker. That way.
So I think a lot of that has to be related to COVID, so that there was this entire change of mindset that people started to leave.
Yes, COVID actually played a very big role in that.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks,
It was
Augustin.
amazing
Pleasure.
talking to you.
Pleasure. Thank you.